The moment we've been waiting for months has finally arrived. The Pac-12 released its 2020 football schedule on Saturday morning, and here to break it down with me is WCSN football reporter Gareth Kwok. Now, Gareth, just give me your first impressions of this 2020 schedule for ASU.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Alex. And I think just my first impressions is generally there weren't too many surprises other than maybe just USC being the very first game of the season. I mean, that's going to be one heck of a way to start off the season, an early morning kickoff at 9 in the morning. But to have Jaden Daniels and Keenan Slovis on the national spotlight is going to be a great way for Arizona State to showcase itself on that national stage. And to have that divisional opponent be the one cross-divisional opponent be Cal, I think is another test for them. So I think those first two games for me, I think are the ones that impressed me the most as far as two quick tests early, but it could really set the tone for Arizona State in hopes of clinching that South Division title.
And ASU obviously going to the Coliseum for that matchup with USC. But Gareth, ASU has a two-game home stretch in their season. First home against Utah and then against UCLA the following week. What is the significance of those two games in your opinion?
Well, I think that having Utah and UCLA back-to-back at home is key because for them, they don't have to leave the state of Arizona for the last 3 weeks of the season because they play Utah, UCLA, and then at Arizona down in Tucson. So I think for those guys that maybe getting towards the end of the season, I think will help them mentally and physically and not having to worry about traveling. And of course, in the times we're in that in COVID, that is a big help for them. So, but to have Utah and UCLA and to be just in the friendly confines of their home state, they don't have to leave home, I think will be beneficial for ASU down that stretch.
So ASU obviously moving forward, they're going to have 3 games at the end of the season. They don't leave the state of Arizona. But Gareth, what's the game you're looking at is going to be the most important this season to measure to stick for the Sun Devils?
I think it's definitely not the outside the box answer, but I think it's definitely the season opener against USC. I mean, I think that one, as I mentioned, it's going to be a tone setter for Arizona State. I mean, those two are the likely candidates to make a running for the Pac-12 South division title. And so if you have those two quarterbacks going at it, it's at the Coliseum. And I mean, I think for fans out there that have been really starved of football, that's going to be one heck of a way to start it off. So I think Arizona State versus USC, that should be a good one. Definitely got to mark your calendar on that one.
And that one taking place on November 7th, 10 a.m. Pacific time at the Coliseum. But Gareth Kwok, as always, fantastic job, as always. And for WCSN, I'm Gaul, signing off.